Nobody is coming to rescue you. Read that again. Nobody is coming. Not the perfect opportunity falling into your lap. Not someone else finally seeing your worth and handing you the life you've been waiting for. Not a stroke of luck that magically rearranges everything overnight. And I know how that sentence might land right now. Maybe like a punch, maybe like disappointment, maybe like exhaustion, because some part of you has been waiting, quietly, patiently, for rescue. But I need you to stay with me here, because this isn't bad news. This might be the most liberating thing anyone has ever said to you. For most of our lives, we're taught, directly or indirectly, to wait. Wait for permission. Wait for the right moment. Wait for someone in a position of power to notice us. Wait for circumstances to finally align. We are taught that good things happen to people who are patient enough, lucky enough, deserving enough, and eventually someone or something will step in and save the day. And so many of us are still waiting, right now, for that rescue to arrive, quietly convinced that our job is simply to hold on until it does. But here's the truth nobody wants to say out loud. That rescue isn't coming. Not because the universe is cruel, not because you're unworthy, not because you did something wrong. It's not coming because it was never meant to. You were never meant to be rescued. You were meant to rise. Let's talk about what this actually means, because I don't want this to sound like empty motivational noise. Neville Goddard taught something that directly speaks to this exact moment, that your entire life, everything you experience, everything that shows up around you, is shaped by your own consciousness, your own assumption, your own imagination, not someone else's decision to finally help you. Not fate deciding you've suffered enough. Your own inner state, consistently held, is what shapes what unfolds, which means the power was never outside of you, waiting to be granted by someone else. It was always inside you, waiting for you to finally claim it. Think about how much energy gets spent waiting for external rescue, waiting for someone to finally recognize your effort at work, instead of advocating for yourself. Waiting for someone to finally love you the way you deserve, instead of believing you're worthy of that love right now. Waiting for circumstances to finally get easier, instead of building the inner strength that would let you move forward regardless. That waiting isn't peace. It's paralysis dressed up as patience. And the moment you finally accept that nobody is coming, something remarkable happens. You stop waiting, and you start moving. I want you to think about every time in your life you actually got through something difficult. Really think about it. Was it because someone swooped in and rescued you completely, solved everything, and handed you a resolved, easy outcome? Or was it because at some point, exhausted, maybe even a little angry, you decided you had to figure it out yourself, and you did? Most of us, if we're honest, have already rescued ourselves more times than we give ourselves credit for. We just never stopped to acknowledge it, because we were too busy waiting for the next rescue to arrive from somewhere else. This is where the real shift happens. Nobody is coming to rescue you, and that's good news, because it means you were never actually powerless in the first place. It means the thing you've been quietly hoping someone else would give you, permission, validation, belief in your own potential, was never really theirs to give. It was always yours to claim. Let's talk honestly about why waiting for rescue feels so appealing in the first place. It's because taking full responsibility for your own life is genuinely uncomfortable. If someone else is supposed to rescue you, then it's not fully your fault if things stay the same. There's a strange kind of safety in that helplessness, because as long as you're waiting for external rescue, you never have to fully confront your own power, and you never have to fully own the outcome of your own choices. But that safety is an illusion. Because while you're waiting, life keeps moving, time keeps passing, and the version of you capable of building the life you want keeps getting quietly postponed. I want you to hear this clearly. You are not broken. You are not incomplete. You are not missing some crucial piece that only another person can provide. What you might be missing is simply the decision, the moment where you stop looking outward for someone to finally validate what's possible for you, and instead you turn inward and you assume it yourself. This is exactly what Neville pointed to when he taught that imagination creates reality. Not imagination as escapism, not imagination as fantasy, but imagination as the deliberate, consistent choice to assume the identity of someone who is already capable, already worthy, already moving forward, regardless of whether anyone else has confirmed it yet. You don't need permission to start believing in yourself. You don't need someone else's approval to start acting like someone who takes their own life seriously. You can decide that right now, in this exact moment, without waiting for a single external circumstance to change first. Let's talk about what it actually looks like to stop waiting for rescue and start rescuing yourself. It doesn't mean suddenly having everything figured out or never needing support from other people again. Support and rescue are different things. Support is people walking alongside you as you move forward. Rescue is waiting for someone else to do the moving for you. You can absolutely accept help, accept guidance, accept encouragement from others, while still fully owning that the actual movement, the actual decision, the actual belief in your own capability has to come from you. Think about the areas of your life where you've been quietly waiting. Maybe it's a career you've wanted to pursue, but keep waiting for the right timing, the right encouragement, the right sign. Maybe it's a relationship pattern you know isn't serving you, but keep waiting for the other person to finally change first. Maybe it's a version of yourself, more confident, more secure, more at peace, that you keep waiting to somehow become, as though one day you'll simply wake up transformed, without ever having to consciously choose it. Here's what I want you to understand. That version of you isn't coming to rescue current you either. She's not going to arrive fully formed while you continue waiting passively. She's built decision by decision, moment by moment, by the current version of you choosing again and again to act from the identity you actually want, rather than the identity that's simply familiar, because you've never questioned it. I want to address something important here, because this message can easily be misunderstood as harsh, as though struggling or needing support means you're doing something wrong. That's not what this is about. Life is genuinely difficult sometimes. Real challenges exist. Real pain exists. This isn't about denying that, or pretending you should be able to instantly overcome everything through sheer willpower alone. This is about something quieter, and honestly more important, recognizing that even in the middle of genuine difficulty, your own inner response, your own assumption about what's possible moving forward, remains within your influence, even when external circumstances aren't. Let's talk about why this realization is genuinely good news, rather than just a harder truth to swallow. If your rescue depended entirely on someone else, you'd be at the mercy of their timing, their awareness, their willingness to finally step in. That's an incredibly fragile position to be in, hoping and waiting for something you can't actually control. But if your rescue depends on you, on your own decision to finally claim your own power, then you're no longer waiting on anyone else's schedule. You can decide, right now, today, to stop waiting. And that decision is entirely, completely within your control. I want you to think about What becomes possible the moment you fully accept this? No more waiting for the perfect moment to start. No more waiting for someone else's approval before you allow yourself to believe something is possible. No more quietly hoping circumstances will eventually force a change you could have chosen to make yourself at any point, the entire time. The moment you stop waiting for rescue, you reclaim something enormous: agency over your own life, your own identity, your own future. This doesn't mean the path forward becomes instantly easy. It means you finally stop outsourcing your power to a rescue that was never actually coming. It means you finally stop postponing your own life while waiting for permission that no one else was ever going to hand you. It means you finally look at your own circumstances and decide, regardless of how difficult, how uncertain, how unfinished they currently are, that you are capable of moving forward from exactly where you stand right now. I want to leave you with this. Somewhere inside you, there's a version of yourself who already knows this, who's tired of waiting, who's ready to stop hoping someone else will finally validate what you've always suspected was true, that you are capable of far more than you've been allowing yourself to believe. That version of you isn't coming from outside. She's not going to knock on your door one day and announce herself. She's already here, waiting, not to rescue you, but for you to finally, consciously, decide to become her yourself. Nobody is coming to rescue you. And that's not a tragedy. That's the moment you've actually been waiting for, disguised as disappointment, when really it's an invitation. An invitation to stop waiting, to stop hoping, to stop postponing your own becoming, and to finally, fully step into the one life only you were ever meant to build. Nobody is coming. So rise. Not because it's easy, not because you have to do it alone, but because you finally understand that you were always the one you were waiting for.